So Keir Starmer has finally admitted that a handful of prosecutions linked to the Horizon scandal came across the CPS during his tenure. He says only a handful, but a handful is enough. One is enough. One failure. He says that the Crown Prosecution Service handled 4 million cases and had 7,000 members of staff while he was leading it. I think it's very important to be clear that these were, in the vast majority of these were post office prosecutions brought by the post office in relation to their cases. A small number, at the moment it looks like there may have been 3 or so, a handful of cases in the 5 years that I was Director of Public Prosecutions that were handled by the Crown Prosecution Service. He said it was not even known what the details of those cases are, and it needs to be put in this context. In the 5 years I was Director of Public Prosecutions, I had 7,000 staff. We handled 4 million cases, so this was a handful within that. More details will emerge. It's not clear whether they're in the cohort of cases of concern or not. Well, I think one of them definitely is, but that's beside the point. He's now got the information. Why didn't he have it a few days ago? Why didn't he stand up and say, well, actually, there is a sort of conflict of interest here because I was materially involved in this? That was the right thing to do. He's a bit late off the mark on this one. He should have been, his team should have been there in advance, checking to see, because the years when all this was happening were the years when he was involved. He should have checked to see whether or not anything was, whether or not there was anything going through the CPS while he was in charge of it. And I think it's rather remiss that it comes out now. Deeply remiss.